Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy, and on this channel we cover the BRC20 space. We cover ordinals, we cover the TAP protocol, we cover many other topics. We have some really good market update for you guys today. Well, we're gonna take a peek at the Grayscale. We're gonna talk about that, the Grayscale Blackrock ETF. It's big news in the space. That really goes with everything that we do. We're gonna talk about the Council. The Council PFP drop is dropping. We're gonna talk about the Dick Butt airdrop. So that should be fun. We're going to be talking about the Bitcoin Ordinals Inscription on Binance coming. We might have some centralization coming. It's a little scary because I originally thought that it was going to be big news, but now I've been getting word from people around the space that could be something really bad. We're getting into all that. But before we do, let me introduce my co-host, as always, Mr. Yagobi.
What is up? What is up? We got tons of stuff to go over today. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. So we just did a market update on Sunday, and I feel like so much has happened since then.
Yeah. I'm happy because I finally got my ordinal corduroy hat from Bitcoin Magazine. I love
Oh
it.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, man. There has been a lot of news that has come in the past couple days, and I'm excited because it's starting to get we feel that energy coming back in, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited about it. And then the Grayscale news, right? Let's go ahead and kick it off with that.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So
So
how are you feeling about it?
let's kind of go through what happened. From my understanding, what happened was Grayscale put a proposal in, and it was denied by the SEC. The proposal was to convert their GBTC Bitcoin holdings into an exchange traded fund, an ETF, which would make it go from just a trust to an actual traded, where they actually have to hold the Bitcoin and all that stuff like that. So it got denied. It went to, they actually appealed it or went to court, and the court came down on Gary for the second time, and I want to say about 2 months, and basically told Gary he's a fuckhead, right? So
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. That's a great way to break it down. Yeah, so the spot ETF is the one that like we're all like really anticipating. Futures ETF's already been approved. And I think that had part of the decision, right? It was like, why are you approving future ETFs and revisit this? And so what I'm seeing a lot on my Twitter timeline is that people are changing their estimations from like a 75% chance of a spot ETF being approved in 2023 to now like 85%, right? So that's
yeah,
like very, very close to 100%, off 15% there. And I think Friday's really the big day because, man, imagine if because of all these recent events with Grayscale, SEC says, you know what, let's rip the Band-Aid off. Let's go ahead and approve the BlackRock ETF because they have
yep,
until Friday to actually make a move on it. They either are going to approve it and then that starts to get rolling and getting that actually live, or they can say we're going to postpone this up to 200 days. I believe they can do that.
yeah, yep. And
So
we all know Larry Fink, the head of BlackRock. He is one of the biggest donors to the Biden administration. He will be one of the biggest donors to the Biden administration in the next presidential election. And I mean, when someone gives you that kind of money, you listen to them. And if Larry Fink says he wants his ETF this year, I think he's going to get it this year. And I think that he's buying. I think he's buying this dip right now, and I think that is one of the biggest reasons why we're back at 27 and we haven't gone to that 23 number that a lot of these TA guys are talking about.
yeah, it was actually a little shaky, and then I think it dropped down to what, like 25, like low 25s, and
Yeah, I
then
saw it
it
25 too.
it restabled though, and it got back to 26. But then this news really shot it up to 27.8 or something like
28,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, right
28
at
forward.
28. Yeah, and so this BlackRock ETF situation, if they did approve it, I imagine we would have another surge, of course, like on Friday, but I don't think it would be like astronomical right away. Maybe
Yeah,
get back to 30, hover around 30,000 for a little bit, and then see what happens. But the bullish the bullish details of the spot ETF is the 1-to-1 backing,
for
right?
sure.
Because you have to back those assets 1-to-1, and whenever you have a supply shock, by doing that, with like $1 trillion industry coming into play, right? You're going to have so many investment firms that are going to be running to do. They're already running to file for it.
Yeah.
They're just waiting in line, right? Coupling that with the supply shock of the halvening, man, this could truly like be an astronomical like bull run, right? Like
Yeah.
for Bitcoin. So I think
Not to
Larry.
mention that there's the lowest amount of Bitcoin on exchanges that ever, like a magnitude lower than ever before.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. That I saw that too, and all these bullish indicators are coming out, and there's some people that are still holding on to the macro, economic situation, which understandable, but we know that Bitcoin can do whatever the hell Bitcoin wants to do in any economic situation, right? Like it does,
yeah,
it does tend to follow the, traditional commodities like gold and all these other commodities, gold and silver and stuff, but it will decouple whenever Bitcoin wants to do what it wants to do, and
yep,
it seems to kind of come back eventually. But we'll kind of have to see like what happens, because there is a change of guard happening with gold and Bitcoin, in my opinion.
yeah,
Gold's still going to be like strong and all this stuff, but the generational gap between who holds the most gold, like the Peter Schiffs in that 50, 60, 70-year-old sector versus
yeah,
the Gen Z, the younger groups that are eventually going to be, whatever gold gets handed down to them, they'll probably end up like selling off into Bitcoin, right?
right away. Yep.
So, yeah.
And
So,
like I'm not really worried about the macro at all because I feel like Jerome Powell has 5.5 bullets in his gun. And I feel like if there is any type of issue at all, boom, he just takes out 2%. Boom, that will immediately spark an economic boom. We got houses being bought again. We got people taking out money again. At 3%, I feel like people would be like, "Oh, let's go, let's do this." So I don't feel like there's a recession coming. I don't feel like anything's happening. Jerome Powell has 5.5 loaded bullets in his gun, ready to blast off at any moment. Any moment
yeah.
he sees weakness, he can fire one off, and boom, we're back into a bull run.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just kind of have to wait and see. There are some weird things that I'm seeing being
Yeah,
in digital marketing and having clients in certain industries, but there's stuff that's offsetting those things and making me think again, because at first I'm like, oh man, the economy is kind of rough with some of my clients, and then I see other parts of the economy, I'm like, they're just spending freely.
yeah,
I feel like it's more of like a change of habit on what people are spending on right now,
that's
and
true.
so we'll see what happens. But I'm excited. I'm bullish about like the whole ETF thing. I think that's going to really
Yeah.
propel this next bull run.
I think the bull run is. I think we're 6 months away. I think we're six months to a year away from an opportunity of a lifetime, and I think the opportunity is going to be in ordinals and BRC20s and tap tokens and bitmaps, and that is just my opinion. So let's dive into it, bro. Let's get
Yeah,
into why do people actually watch us talk.
let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. All right. So let me share my screen. We'll go ahead and kick it off with the BRC20 market update for the weekly market update. There's been a lot of different energy recently with the tap protocol. You have ORC cash, and then you have BRC20, and then some of these great ordinal collection drops, right? Like
Yeah,
nocturnal maxis and stuff like that. And then the art. So the energy is definitely here with the builders, but let's see what's happening with BRC20. So the top three, Sats has been really aggressive, honestly, in terms of secondary market. You're not seeing the cheaper prices really anymore. I could get 20 billion Sats 2 days ago for $86. And
damn,
now when I'm looking for 20 billion, the cheapest, I mean, look at this, 30 billion right here for 225.
damn.
The price is starting to jump up. 20 billion right here for 152. So you're
Yeah,
almost at a double from 2 days ago with Sats. And I
yep,
think people are starting to get anxious about Sats, saying, hey, this is getting closer and closer to being minted out. We're at 68%. So
damn,
we are kind of trucking along there. So Sats is number one, no shocker in terms of volume. They're up 65%. So great increase right
damn.
there. Already up 7%. So they're probably sitting at $4. Yeah, $4.09. So they're starting to creep back up. Might be smart to maybe try to find an entry here. Not financial advice, I'm talking to myself, before Bitcoin does take off, because as we mentioned before, already tends to follow Bitcoin pretty closely in terms of trajectory. You have Oshi at number 3. They're about dead even in terms of increase at 0.33%, sitting at $866. So they were at right under $2,000 like
19, yeah.
3 weeks ago. And
Yep.
so now they're at 866. So not, still significant amount
Yeah.
for
Really quickly, so the boss, remember the boss documents that came, like, why was the pump originally happen for Oshi? I can't remember.
I think there was supposed to be boss either documents or
Okay.
code language or something that was dropped,
Gotcha.
but it didn't. The documentation dropped, but
I
we'll see
gotcha.
what happens. Like I
Yeah.
saw Archimedes do a tweet about they're about to move into their hacker house. It reminded me of Silicon Valley, where they
Yeah. Yeah.
all are going to live together and just be hacking away, and or cyberpunk style, cypherpunk
Yeah.
style, just building the system. So we'll see what happens there. And then OXBT seeing a bounce back up 11% here, sitting at 48 sats. So a little bit of life right there for OXBT. I'd like to see that. Bank, we haven't seen Bank in the top 25 in a very long time. They're one of the initial tokens that tried to have like this bank type of concept of BTC Bank on ordinals for Bitcoin. They're up 100% at 21 sats. Recursive RSCV, which is not the token for RSSV.io, but it is a community token, and they're up 17.5%, sitting at 188 sats. Let's see, they're at 4 cents. Not bad for not being an official token,
Yeah. Well, that's the
Beach.
thing. People probably think it is. So they're
Yeah.
buying this thinking it is, and it is not. We want to stress that Jeffrey told us on the show, you can go back and watch it, that this is just a token created by a community member and has nothing to do with them. You're not investing in them. You're investing in 3-4 letters, a meme, really. So
Yeah. Well, and if it's, if it's a community driven token, maybe there's, something there, but
that is
it's
true.
not with the project. Okay, and then BTCS, this is the one that's kind of taken off a bit. They're at 197 sats. They're up 5.35%. So let's see, where are they at? 5 cents. This one got pretty high. I think it got to like 12 cents at one point. The Council. So, the Council is down 9%, but they had some positive movement, I want to say like yesterday, because their PFP drop is in 2 days.
No, tomorrow.
Okay, so it's tomorrow. Yeah, so the PFP drop is finally here. So if you hold one Council in any of your wallets, you get the holder mint, which you pay for the fees, right? Isn't that how it works?
No. So the holder mint is just the whitelist mint. So I have all the information right here. I'll just run through it real quick.
Okay.
Council PFP drop, it will be 0.0021, which is around, I want to say around $30 right now. I could be wrong. But 0.0021, and that will be at ordinalcouncil.com tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And then later that day, it doesn't have a time, but the whitelist will drop. The public will go through, and that is at 0.0042, which is double the whitelist drop. And you get the whitelist by having a CNCL in your wallet at the snapshot. The snapshot is done, so buying the CNCL token right now will not get you the whitelist. So you will have to buy public if you're not on the whitelist. But there is other ways to get the whitelist as well. Maybe get in their Discord and ask some questions. But that is tomorrow, and the supply was reduced from the original amount, which I'm not 100% thing, but it is now down to 3,333, which will make this a pretty big drop here. So I definitely see people selling in secondary market once the public drops, because they already doubled their money just getting that money. So I feel like you might be able to get it cheaper in the secondary market, but maybe not. Maybe it gets bitten up and people can really keep them because you still go around, you see people already having the the kind of the fake ones, the fake
Yeah,
PFPs.
yeah.
You see so many of them, so you're going to see tomorrow a lot of blue check marks are going to be gone, so they can change their PFP to the one that they own, which is going to be really cool to see.
I
So we're
hate
going to see a
that.
lot of. I know you got to wait a week when you change your PFP on Twitter, or I'm sorry, X. But I'm excited for this. I'm on the white list. I'm a CNC holder. I will be minting this, so no, not financial advice. I'm going to be paying the 0.0021, and I'm excited for this. And they have a space tomorrow at 10 a.m. And definitely tune into that. You might be able to get. I mean, that's an hour before launch, so they might be giving away some whitelist. I don't know. I am completely guessing, but tune in at tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, by the way. So yeah, so get in there, and yeah, that's all I have on that.
Nice, nice. Yep. So the time is finally here. So congrats, all of the council holders. You have your PFP mint tomorrow. All right. So then we moved at number 9, Track, which is up 3.81%, sitting at 1,225 sats, 33 cents. Meme is back in top 10, 8.66% increase,
Yep.
sitting at $12.28. Sheeb is up 80%. Texo is up 6.32%. Text, I
Holy
haven't seen
shit!
them. That's kind of weird. Crazy. 45,000% increase here. Wow.
Wow.
It's pretty weird. Let's see. Hold on. Let's go back to that text. But that doesn't seem right.
I never heard of text before.
Well, no, I mean 1,000 sats.
Oh,
The-
we got an error. We got an error there.
Yeah. I was about to say because the
Yeah.
1,000 sats, it definitely should be like at least like
Yeah.
20 something cents. So yeah, so whatever is happening with Unisat, that's off. Pepe is up 50% at 87 sats. ETCS is up 66%. Dollar sign use is even. That's interesting. $6.01 with one sell listed. Dozy down 6.71%. You have Bits up 20%, sitting at 6 sats. Bavo is at 88 sats. It's even. PGPG is even at 40 sats. XBTC is up 3.48%, sitting at 5 sats. And then you have the Ords Games up 8.84% at 160 sats, sitting at 4 cents there. And then the last one is the X token, which is up 21%, 34 sats, sitting at 1 penny there. Yeah, so not really too much really sticking out here. Some of the big names that we're missing are like VMPX. I don't see in here where they're at. So they're at 206 sats, not too bad.
No,
They're not
about
not a
five
ton.
cents.
Yeah, not a ton of movement there, but and then let's see what Orpo's at.
Sitting flat, really, right?
Yeah, it's flat, 12 cents there. So yeah, those are the big ones that weren't in the top 24, but that is your BRC 20 weekly market update. Everything looks good.
Yep.
Seems like it's starting to bounce back.
Bro, I can't wait till we can do this with tap tokens. I can't wait.
Yeah,
Speaking
it's
of,
gonna.
before we hop, go on.
I was gonna say it's definitely gonna be fun, especially in the beginning because like we missed the OTC period, right? Like, and I
Yeah,
think when BRC 20 came out, it had a secondary market pretty quickly, from what I was hearing. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure they did OTC too, but we get to experience that with Tap, right? And
yeah,
so that's pretty cool. But like obviously we're waiting for the secondary market, and I think that's gonna be a lot of fun.
yeah. Did you mint any tap this week?
I did.
What you mint?
Probably too much. I minted.
Could you actually
Well,
show the screen on that?
yeah. Let's see.
I think we gotta start doing this. I think this has to be a I'll let you type that in. I
Yeah.
forgot to hear what you type.
Let me see what I got here. Yeah. So I mean, I can tell you what I did. So I minted. I know I minted Ordify.
Oop,
Um, yeah, I
sorry about
minted
that.
Ordify. Yes, for some reason it's not letting me log in right now. Anyways, I'll just tell you what I minted.
Yeah.
So I minted Ordify on tap. I minted what was some I did the Ordi Chef. I minted Ordi
Yeah.
Chef. So
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? I'll just show my screen in terms of what has been recently minted. Let me add that back. If we go here, go to tap, you can see like what's been really like recently minted. That will spark my memory here. So people, just this is a reminder. Please make sure you use Genie data, or just go into the tap protocol here, and then at the very bottom, type in the ticker that you're thinking about minting to make sure that it's not 100% minted out. Because I'm seeing a lot of these tickers, like for example, someone tried to mint 69,000 bitmap, but there's 0 left. And so that's wasted inscription fees, right? So
Yeah.
you just want to be smart about it, right? And so make sure that you're using the ticker's search function, and type in the ticker name before you inscribe anything, because it's just not smart to do that. So yeah, so Ordi Chef, do you know who they are? I minted them.
Did it come out if it was their token or just a community token?
So
Or are
it's a
we
community
still
token.
okay?
Yeah, it's
Nothing
a
to do with
community
the
token.
actual website.
Yeah, and this website's actually really cool though. So it shows you what's going on in the meme pool. What's in line, right? And you can actually go to every type of inscription too. So like on like what BRC20s are in the meme pool. So you can see a lot of people are doing sats, and then JPEG wars and stuff like that. Tap, people are doing like a punk, tap punk and stuff like that. So pretty cool website. Other than Ordi Chef, I did the Ordify. What do you think about Ordify?
I'm a fan. I think it's going to be Tap's Ordi. I think because I originally I thought Tap's Ordi was going to be minus Tap, and then eventually Tap. But Tap was minted by the Tap team, and probably going to be an airdrop eventually. Don't know for sure, but Benny's a good dude, and I don't think he's going to hold the token for forever. But yeah. So I think Ordify is my no, I'm wrong. Biddle is my favorite token because we got that art piece last week, man. I was so hyped when I got that, so that was cool.
So I want to go over this real quick. So I posted this
Yeah.
today on my Twitter, and it just showed the token holder counts, right? You can see like the cursed tap had 587, which is pretty healthy, for being only OTC capabilities to get it. Then you have the Biddle token right here, which is doing the art drop. I think this is going to be strong at 438. Santi, I think Santiago was really smart for his airdrop, because look, I mean, he created 1,600 holders. You know what I mean? And I do know that like he's got something big cooking, and that has to do with tap specifically.
I agree.
And we'll have him on the show eventually, but that was really smart by him to do that. And then you have BTC at 324.3, so it's not too much. Ordify has 324, so that's something that was kind of like, I wish I had more. I minted Ordify, but I think we'll see what happens. Maybe it just like goes really popular on secondary, and then that holder count grows a lot.
Yeah.
And then you have Benny at 229, and then Bitmap at 1688, which is the highest holder count as of right now.
Yeah.
From what I saw. Yep. So
you're really missing a token there, though.
Which one?
Schnitzel. You're missing Schnitzel.
But I guarantee there's going to be 20 holders.
I own 10% of the supply.
Exactly. That but that could be like a good meme for
There's only 100, right?
How do you spell that?
Schnitzel. I can't spell Schnitzel, bro.
Schnitzel. That's probably not how you spell it.
It's like a German candy or something, right?
No. It's like, you've never had Schnitzel before?
No, I never had Schnitzel before.
It's kind of like it's almost like a chicken or pork cutlet, I think, and then they put like stuff on it. Yeah. Sounds fried though. Yeah. So there's 17 holders, bro. Okay. So I mean, you never know. Like it is a meme, and there was only like 1,000 total supply.
I think there's 100.
100? Okay.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, that's why we were like, you know what? 100 total supply probably gives you a lifetime of schnitzels.
Yeah. That's why I minted 10. I was like, fuck it, I was mint 10. And now I own 10% of the supply.
Yep.
All right. That was a great. Yeah, I think we have to do that every week, getting tap, because tap is to me one of the most important things here in the ordinal space. But I will show my screen now so I can take you guys through the magic. Yeah, I'll take you guys through the magic Eden of the ordinals, if my screen allows it. All right. That is not what I want. That's what I want. Okay, so we have Ordinal MaxiBiz, still the top guy there, sitting at 0.18. We have Bitmap. Wow, what a drop that did. It's down to
No.
0.0002. Hold on.
No. Click on it.
What is going on?
There's an error with it because there's a bitmap that's stuck in there. So if you click on the bitmap, I actually tried to buy it.
Did you?
Yeah, because it was a 2 transaction for 0.2, and then you
Okay.
see it jumps up. So
that's like 50%
deceiving.
higher.
Yeah, it's deceiving. So it's so.
All right, so Bitmap it's 0.00029. I was highly disappointed because I just saw this at 0.0003, so I'm very glad that it's not there. But this has been insane lately. We've had 200 buys in progress, 180 buys in progress, and these are all different times of the day. It's been crazy. I don't know what's going on. There's rumors that maybe there's a Chinese community that's really buying these now after what is it, recursive. They put out some pretty cool stuff where you can like use your little guy on the face now, like a little chat room thing that they have going on. We're gonna have Jeffrey on again soon, and we're gonna get deep into that stuff.
Well, I think we're gonna do something special like next week with that.
Oh yeah.
Hold like a community event. So stay tuned.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
And so we'll go to the categories. If you wanted to hold a 1-digit bitmap, there's a good chance that you cannot. If you want to hold a 2-digit bitmap, you'll be paying 0.12. So there was a sale today, 0.1, for one of these bitmaps. I don't remember the number, but let's check the activity actually. But yeah, there was. Okay, it's gonna be too hard to find, but there was a 0.1 win today. It went for about $2,900, which is pretty crazy. If you wanted to hold a 3-digit bitmap, you're going to be paying 0.0019. I'm sorry, 0.019. If you wanted a 4-digit bitmap, you're going to be paying around 0.0053. If you wanted a 5-digit bitmap, you're going to be paying around No, that's the one that's stuck in the mempool. You're going to be paying around 0.00036. 38, somewhere around there. Let's go to the nearest 1.0. Oh no, you're going to be paying almost 80% more than a floor at 0.00045. So we'll go back to Magic Eden. If you wanted a frog, wow, frogs are up. This was just at 0.0018.
Yep, I saw that. I'm glad to see that.
Someone came in and bought a bunch of frogs today.
Ribbit.
Bid Apes by Board 8 Yacht Club members sitting at 0.0075. Did you just ribbit?
Yep.
And we got the BCD guys. These guys are back. These are just at 0.4 on Sunday. So there, it seems to be people are buying them again. I feel like the market sentiment kind of like got people going again with the NFTs because it's also happening on ETH as well. Little Peepo sitting at 0.0075. Or Cash. There was an issue this week. I don't know if you've seen that with Or Cash. Did you see that at all?
There was an issue with it?
Yeah, so something happened where and we could probably get more information from Sonic. We're gonna have him on the show soon for a round 2. And but Sonic came out and he basically said that he will buy the messed up ones. There was a couple that were messed up. Well, we'll get more information on that, but that is why it is down. And I think it's a like just a fugazi. I think.
Yeah. Well, real quick on that too, like so, and we'll let Sonic talk more about this, but he's spearheading the GoSats wallet. There's a wallet specifically for ORC Cash. So, just to let everybody know, Shizzy and I, like, we are for builders in the space. Like, we support the TAP protocol. We support the ORC Cash protocol. We support BRC20 protocol. We want it all to work together, and if it can, like, however possible, right? But anyways, so that was the one thing I want to say, that, like, so be on the lookout for that GoSat wallet, and then we'll have Sonic on this weekend, and you'll hear more
I'm
about
looking
it.
forward to that, definitely. So, all right, pop back over to here. Bitcoin Bandit sitting at 0.115. Bitcoin Punk sitting at 0.0195. The whales really getting hit right now. I'm feeling the urge to buy. I don't know about you.
They
I have not
recovered a little
yet.
bit, though. They were down to like 0.0008. So
Yeah,
they've
I
been
see that.
recovering.
And we're gonna have
Tosio.
the man, the myth, the legend, Tosio on today, and it should probably be out tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so that is your market update for these ones. So
Awesome, man. Yeah, like I love all the creators in the ordinal space,
yeah,
and the the leaders of the BRC20 space, and all the innovations that are happening. Everybody, like, there's not one person that, like, sometimes people might sound like they're don't have good intentions and stuff, but you just get to know them a little bit and stuff like that. There's going to be bad actors, but for the most part, man, I love the space we're in. That's the reason why we love what we do, right? So
yeah,
but
yeah, man.
what's next on the list?
So our good buddy is dropping Dick Butt airdrop, the tap token. So that is look out for that
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So if you probably still have time, because the video will be out today. Go into his DM, send him your wallet address, and he will add you to the whitelist for Dick Butt. And you can wake up tomorrow, and you might have some Dick Butt in your wallet.
Highly anticipated. He's been building this up for a while, and I personally feel like this has very strong legs to be a strong meme token that comes out of the TAP protocol. Just because the way he's distributing it, he's trying to do as fair as possible. If you know about it, like, his name is XCEO. I think it's Ordinals for Sale, is at Ordinals for Sale. But anyways, yeah, reach out to him, give him your wallet address. He'll airdrop you. But yeah, so there's a couple things happening tomorrow, this and the council thing. So pretty exciting day.
Should be very exciting. Can't find his Twitter right now, ex-CEO. But yes, well.
How do you feel about it? You feel like has a chance for?
Well, he dropped some news. He dropped some news. He said all the Dick Butt holders will get Bitcoin ETF.
Yes,
as well. So, so he foreseen the ETF. I really like the guy. He's been in our spaces a few times. Ex-CEO. And he does actually a lot of spaces and stuff. So I really like the guy, and I think it's fun. It's exciting. And it's just a meme token. And when meme season comes back, if it does come back, once you see all the frog tokens and stuff start jumping again, yeah. But I want to go over something. So he had a really cool idea, and I would love the community's thoughts on this. So I don't know.
Wait. Yeah. I don't think so, because I know what you're talking about, and he said hold off a little bit.
Okay.
He said hold off a little bit on it. So maybe, I mean, we can have him on, maybe, and let him talk about that.
Well, XC's
a good idea, though. It's a good idea.
Holder. if you're a holder of an ordinal, it's gonna be pretty. You're gonna be pretty happy. So yeah. So again, if you want
any ordinal that has any type of branding.
And more information, we're behind the scenes, so we hear some stuff going on. We can't front run you. There's no way to front run it. So just so you guys know, it's just fun rumors that we're hearing, and we wouldn't do that anyway because we're not scum. But
for sure. All right, the Foxy OG pass drop. So Foxy is doing a OG pass drop for exciting news. Introducing the Foxy OG Pass. Get ready for an exclusive journey into the heart of Foxy and Bitverse ecosystem. Unlock unparalleled access, unique insights, and a front row seat to innovation. More details soon. So they're starting their whitelist for this. I do know that they're going to give us a preview to be able to kind of show what that's like.
Yeah.
So we'll have that on our show, and of course, we'll eventually have Foxy back on our show. We love those
Could you
guys.
show that?
Yeah, we love those guys.
Okay.
They're building a lot, and you can follow them at Foxy. That's FOXXI official. OFFICIAL. Man,
I'll
they
have
got
that
a
in the
lot.
show notes.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff going on. You can see the link there, foxy.social, which is their social platform. Really awesome. You can get in there, log in with your wallet, start talking to each other. You can go to their Bitverse. And then this OG Pass is supposed to give you like front row, like access to things that they haven't even shown us or other anybody really. Right.
Yeah.
So this is very, very exciting. How do you feel about, like we have a lot of builders in Bitmap. That's one of
Yeah.
the great things about it. How do you feel about Foxy and kind of where they fit in?
So it's hard to say because he has a lot of competition. He has my favorite bitmap metaverse, Bitmap Valley, and then you got a lot of XRP guys' favorite metaverse, which is Expectar. They're building over the thing, and then you have. You think I don't I'm a fan of what Fox is doing. I appreciate their hard work, but to me, unless all these can kind of connect eventually, I think there's only going to be one winner, and I just feel like I just hope that efforts in the future aren't wasted. But then I could be wrong. Like there is an Xbox and there is a PlayStation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So there is Fortnite, and then there is Gods of War. Like there's
yeah,
different things for different people. So I might be wrong, but I feel like if I had to bet on a winner, it's IMSO Chris. And if I don't know if I would start, if I and that's not fair to say because I don't know that. I don't know I have enough information, but I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
as
We
excited for
haven't,
this
yeah,
as I am
and we
for
haven't
IMSO.
we haven't seen the OG Pass too. What that is, right? So I look at it from a different perspective
Okay,
because you can use your bitmap address to log into all these separately.
that is true.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like even though that, yeah, there might be a point to where someone will try to take over market share in Bitmap, but I just feel like Bitmap is like the internet, kind of like a
yeah,
small internet, and you're able to have these different experiences
that's
through
true.
all these worlds. And I think there's enough. I think there's enough market share for there to be multiple experiences. You can easily get bored. That's one of the problems
Yeah,
with actually like metaverse with Decentraland and
you're
Sandbox
right.
is that at first people were like, "This is awesome," blah, blah, blah. But then they got bored of it, just the
Yep,
same thing. But with this, you can do this a little bit, hop over to Foxy Bitverse, hop over to Recursive Verse, you know, do, I think what is going to have to happen is all these worlds are going to have to do one or two things really good that the other ones don't do.
that's true. Yeah, no, you're
It's
right.
like,
Possibly.
it's, it's like marketplaces, right? It's
Yeah.
like, what platform are you going to use to look for an ordinal?
Or no, I'm going to use Magic Eden.
Okay. What are you going to use for BRC20?
I'm going to use Unisat.
Okay. What are you going to use for, I don't know, a finer art now?
Oh yeah, we're going to use or.io, right?
Well, finer art, maybe
Well, no, no, no.
probably
It was
Gamma,
Gamma.
right? So probably more like Gamma because they're going to probably focus more on that.
Yeah,
Or.io has their thing now with games. That's like a
yeah,
thing that
yeah.
they're trying to they're
That's what it was.
promoting like JPEG wars and stuff. So that's my point is that I feel like that's how kind of, the
Yeah,
bitmap
no, you're right.
ecosystem could be. But
Yeah, you're
um,
right. I do want to go back on to my thoughts on that, but like I really it's gonna be fun to see what happens.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so then ooh, this is a big one.
We're get right into this, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was your original thought before we talked? What was your original thoughts on this?
I was bullish on it.
Yeah. Well, at first, for the listeners, let's say what it is.
Yeah.
So, uh, the Binance, the centralized exchange, will now be doing Bitcoin Ordinals inscriptions, and they will probably end up using Unisat if I'm corrected. If I'm, but again, another centralized entity. So we're really using centralization on this. But again, what was your original thought of this? Because my original thought, I was like, hell yeah, it's awesome. But
My
then,
original thought, regardless, even if it is a negative, the one positive, even if it is centralized, is onboarding. It's going to help with onboarding a ton.
yeah,
Okay. Now, after did you already explain? Sorry, I didn't. Did you explain that that's an inscription tool? So basically,
yeah,
what? Yeah. So Binance is having an inscription tool, and I agree with you. They are going to use Unisat because they invested $50 million into
yep,
Unisat. So of course they're going to leverage Unisat's resources.
the back end, yeah,
Um, with that being said, this is where it could be a problem for the current ordinal community ecosystem builders. Is that market share can be ripped away because Binance is so big and they have such a huge audience, and then they have so much funding that they can make the UI quick and easy, and whatever they're trying to do with DeFi, they can expedite that very fast.
yeah,
Now that means that they have control over it. They're gonna make it seem like they don't. They're gonna make it seem like it's DeFi. But where it affects the builders is it kind of starts to eat away from the builders, all the builders, the OG builders
yeah.
work that they've done in the past like 6 to 8 months, right? Because if they take market share up, then normal everyday users don't want to use anything else except for that.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
So to me, like I said, my original thought was I was like, oh hell yeah, this is awesome. And then I started talking to some people around the space, and they said, no, this is not good. This is what happened in 2019. This is what happened when like DeFi was first being built, and then centralization of BS, Binance Smart Chain started, and everyone knows Binance Smart Chain is a very centralized blockchain. It's probably one of the most centralized blockchains there is. And this was very bad for the DeFi space because a lot of people wanted to use the ease of use. They already had a Binance account. They had got a Binance, they got a wallet from the Binance, which I think was Trust Wallet was the biggest one, and they started using it over there, a very centralized version, which kind of really put a halt on a lot of decentralized protocols who really needed in the beginning. And I think that's what's going to happen here. I think it's really going to shun the small guy out of that's trying to build decentralization, because the ease of use for centralization is just going to bring in the people, and they're going to throw tons of tokens at them, and they're say, by using this you're going to get free tokens, because they have a war chest of funds that they can do this with, because once they get people to use it, understand it, they're going to keep using it and keep using it, and they're going to make
And
all that
then
money right back.
yeah, and then consensus becomes forced down your throat, right?
Yes.
So that's the problem. Social consensus always wins no matter
Yep.
what, but when it's done, when it's manipulated to become social consensus, because the majority does agree with that social consensus, like unknowingly, it's almost kind of like how the government tricks the people. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And so Shizzy and I were talking, and we were thinking, should we have a call to action for all of the OG builders in the space to kind of
Yep.
form together here, because you could be wiped out in the next 3 to 6 months because of this, right?
Yeah.
Everything that you're building, if you're a part of the infrastructure, if you're building like a token standard or whatever, you know you have to right now you kind of have to stand your ground, and everybody needs to work together right now and not even think about like fudding each other that are OG builders, right? So we're
Yep.
talking about like people that have been in the space since January, the wallets, Ordinals wallet, um, Xverse, if they're part of
Yep.
it, a lot of these old OG builders like Oshi, Track,
Yep.
everybody kind of just need to band together right now and really kind of start talking to each other, really, probably, and
Yep.
saying how can we, kind of get ahead of them to maintain social consensus before Binance comes over and forces social consensus down everybody's throat, and that's
Yep.
it. Like then the Ordinals is pretty much in Binance's court, even if it doesn't seem like that from the optics.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
And then you have centralized indexers coming from Unisat and centralized everything. They can control everything, and they can do leverage, centralized leverage on their platform, and they can really screw you because they're using their own indexers. Like this is not good for the space as I originally thought.
yeah, and time will tell what with what will happen. But because, like we said, no matter what, like social consensus is social consensus, and that
Yeah,
that determines the future of it. So just remember that, and remember that when you're thinking about your competition and worried about like them beating you whenever you guys should be teaming up, because there's a bigger competition that's trying to beat all of y'all,
and
right?
they
So
have a war chest the size of the Titanic.
yeah,
So,
exactly. All right.
all right, we're getting to something fun. So you guys don't know, this is going to be the first time we talk about this. So we put something in the show last week, basically saying we're going to do a new segment. The segment is called "What's in the Wallet." So we put our wallet address down in the show notes. It'll be there right now for this next one if you want to contribute for the next time. So what we're going to do, we just put our Ordinals wallet address out there, and we basically said, send us an ordinal. These ordinals will never be sold. They will not be sent back. They're just going to sit in this wallet, and then maybe down the line might do giveaways. But
Yeah.
if you have a project and you want to get it seen, this might be a good way for you to basically get some advertisement for your project, because we're going to look in the wallet every single week, twice a week, and then we will kind of go from there. And then let's just do it. Let's see what. And then I think some people sent some stuff. We took a look earlier to make sure, so it wasn't a lost segment. But what do you think?
Yeah, no, that we definitely had stuff sent to us. Actually, quite a bit. I was actually surprised for the first week. But let's pull this up. So if you can see, excuse me, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Wow.
different ordinals sent to the wallet. Let's talk about this first one. This first one, at first, I was like, what the heck is this? But then I noticed that this was actually similar to a guest that we've had on Nakib, his profile pic. And I looked it up, and it was actually an ordinal that was or ordinal collection that was launched on Ordzar, right? And it's called Skelly Uni. So if you go to Ordzar, you can see right here. They're actually
Gotcha.
probably the most popular collection on Ordzar. And I think they're still minting right now, though. So
Okay.
there's, yeah, so 244 out of 555 have been minted. But look at the mint price, guys,
Yep.
18 cents, right? And it is, that 8-bit type of art, right? But I think it's pretty cool. I like the McDonald's hat. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's dope. McDonald's hat. That was the first thing I noticed, right? So you can see here. And then, so I actually was like, how do you mint these? Because we had them on the show and it wasn't ready at
Yeah.
the time. Awards are, but you have to find a mint button that is white, because if it's grayed out, that means it's already minted, right? So like if we were to keep flowing down here, let me see if I can find one, because they've been minted. A lot of them have.
I mean, these all look pretty cool. This is ordzard.com.
Oh, there it is. Like, so like, yeah, you could just mint this, right? You just click mint and then you connect your wallet.
Oh, you can
And
actually pick the one you want.
well, if there's that white color, right? Because if it's grayed out, then you
Yeah.
can't mint it, right? And
Well, one that
I
has been minted. That's awesome.
yeah, and I actually looked up scale. Was it Skelly Uni? And there is it's at Skelly Uni, for the Twitter. So that is the founder. That is the founder of this project. So pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That is awesome.
And
What else is in the wallet?
And then there's this one. It looks like
that?
a Milady Pepe.
Lady Pepe.
Yeah. Milady Pepe. I believe they might be on
Magic.
Magic.
That's Ord. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Magic Eden.
Let me see. This one actually had like a random.
There
Oh,
it is.
Pepe Miladies. Yeah, Pepe Miladies. So this one had like a random. I think they did free mint, maybe.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm not quite sure, but these are pretty cool. They look like they have like this one has like the saw
Yeah.
but I don't know though. I'm not too crazy about this one. Like, I mean, it's not horrible, but it's just they like merged Miladies and
I
Pepe, dude. Like,
know.
what's next?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pepe punks.
And we appreciate whoever sent this.
Yeah.
Really cool.
For sure. And then we got a couple more here. The Bitcoin maxis.
Yeah.
I actually am a part of this community too. So these actually launched and had a lot of hype. I remember when they first launched, and then it's died down a lot.
Yeah.
I think this one is also Magic Eden. Oh, I forgot to go over the price of the Miladies. So the floor is 0.000248.
Oh, what, $2?
Yeah, the supply is 4.4 thousand, and there's almost 2,000 owners.
Yeah.
So want to do that. These are the prices 0.00013. So kind of where bitmaps were before this last jump up, right? There's almost 2,000 owners here, and the total supply is like right at 5,000.
Yeah.
These are I mean, they're okay. Like, I feel like they're cool. They have like the zombie. What it seemed like they kind of followed some of like the punk traits, with the zombie and stuff like that. This guy, I don't know what's going on with his eyes though. His eyes are like both looking outside. But some cool stuff like the glasses, the nouns. The glasses from the nouns.
Yep.
Laser eyes. I love this one actually.
Yeah.
So it's like the douchey Bitcoin laser eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have actually some Bitcoin maxis. The community actually on Discord is pretty cool. You go over there and chit chat. Actually, that's where I would see patches over there a lot.
And Bitcoin maxis?
Yeah. Whenever I first would hear patches on Twitter and Spaces, then I would jump over in Bitcoin Maxi's Discord and I'd see a guy named Patches, and I was like, oh, he's a Bitcoin Maxi holder. So pretty cool. So that is right there. We appreciate you guys sending those over right here. And then Kimmy Boy sent this.
This is our friend.
Yeah, Kimmy Boy. So this collection actually is not on any platform, is it?
No.
Not yet, because
it has not been released yet.
It hasn't been released. So when he sent this, like, I knew like right off the bat, this is Kimmy Boy's collection, which is really cool. You could tell the art is like very like comic book style.
Yep.
And we know about his project. And if you guys haven't seen, go look up that interview when we first interviewed Kimmy Boy or Kimmy. He goes into the detail, but there's a lot of cool stuff with this project, guys. Like there's like a narrative, there's a storyline behind it, where he goes into like these different what is it, like multiverse, like alternate universes and stuff.
Yep.
And multiple characters a part of like the Kimmy Boy like group. So when he is ready to launch this, we're definitely going to be talking about it a lot because Kimmy's our guy, and there's a lot of creativity that was poured into this. So
yeah, I'm definitely a fan of what Kimmy's doing. You cannot invest in this, so we are not shilling anything. You cannot. His launch isn't anywhere near yet. He's waiting for he's being very smart, and he's going to be launching probably when things are fun again. So, like I said, this is not a shill at all for anything in this wallet. This is just fun. But if you want to get your project looked at, just like we looked at Kimmy Boy, just like we looked at the Bitcoin Maxis and the Miladies or the Pepe Miladies, we'll have the wallet in the thing for next week and see what you guys send. Let's see what's in the wallet.
And if it's like an ordinal that like that doesn't have a collection or anything, just make sure you send us a DM and say, hey,
Yeah.
I sent this because so we can have like some sort of backstory on it. Cause like that first Skelly uni, like it took me a while to figure out what that was until I briefly remembered that Nakib's profile pic looked similar to that, and then realized what it was at that point. So yeah, pretty cool. We appreciate all that, and we'll continue to do that on a every update.
Yeah, sounds good. So I think that's it, right?
Yep. A lot of stuff that we covered today. And we just want to say we appreciate all y'all support. You guys have been amazing. Continue to join our spaces. I'll be out of town this weekend in Austin on the lake, but I'm dedicated to the Saturday morning eat your cereal with the Ordinal Revolution group spaces, 8 a.m. Eastern time, Saturday morning. So
that's always big. I think last week we had about 500-600 listens to that one, so that was pretty amazing. We really appreciate you guys, and really appreciate you guys watching, subscribing. We had a goal of 500 subs by September. We smashed it. We'll be at 570 by the time you guys are watching this. We're at 569 as we speak.
No, we
and
hit 70.
We hit 570.
Yeah.
Nice. I haven't looked, but yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Please hit that little bell icon. We try to put out videos a couple times a week. We're really pushing out material for you guys, and we just ask for that one little thing. Just sub, just hit the like, and just maybe tell your friends. Maybe send the video to somebody.
Tell your friends about us, and look out for that video. We're about to have Tosio, the Bitcoin Wells founder. We're about to interview him here in a little bit, and so look out for that video tomorrow. We got Sonic this weekend. We got people lined up for next week. So just if you're a founder, if you're a new founder, if you haven't been on the Ordinal Revolution, you're in the community, reach out to us because we want everybody to hear from everybody. So
and this channel is all about learning, about educating, and there's not a lot of research out there, so we try to bring it for you here, and that's why we try to get these projects super early, super young. Nothing on the channel is financial advice. Do not buy any of this stuff just because we have on the show. We're doing our research right in front of you guys, and we don't have opinions on stuff. Our opinions aren't as great as some people out there anyways. Your opinion could be better than ours, so who knows? It's just our opinion, and then and then that's really it. It's just take it with a grain of salt and just pay attention, learn, listen, see what the projects are doing. Do your own due diligence.
Yep, exactly. Do your own research, guys. All right, have a good one. That's the weekly update. Peace.
See you guys.